We're sitting here in my pickup on this chilly April morning, mid-April morning, and I'm taking soil temperatures out here at this little cornfield that we worked on about a week ago, and we're sitting here waiting 5 minutes for the thermometer to do its thing, and it's probably right there in the middle of your screen. You probably can't see it. It's out right kind of in there. So anyway, I just figured I would talk a little bit about everybody else seems to be talking about the weather in their area, so I'm going to talk about ours. Everything's pretty green. It's greening up anyway, but the problem is we keep getting these 30-degree days. We haven't had any snow like everybody else has recently, but we keep getting these cold days, which is putting corn planting, it just keeps pushing it back and pushing it back. So our soil temperature has not hit 45 degrees yet this year, as far as I know. So I checked this same, not the same part of this field, but this same field 3 days ago. Today's Thursday, and I checked it on Monday afternoon, Monday morning before 9, and it was only 40 degrees at that point, the soil temperature was. So we're going to try it again today, and if it doesn't, it's supposed to be 60-some today. If it doesn't get warmer later on today, it's not supposed to freeze at night anymore this year. We're supposed to be above the freezing point at night from now until this coming fall. So I'm kind of hoping that it's at least, 45-ish today. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be too cold yet still. So what we're going to do, I plan on planting corn, today or tomorrow. Today's Thursday of this week. And we're supposed to get a little rain on Saturday. And I was really kind of wanting to have it in the ground by then. But I don't think it's going to be warm enough as far as soil temperature goes. So we are gonna just kind of wait it out maybe one more week. If this doesn't shape up today, wait it out one more week and see what happens first to the middle of next week, depending on how much rain we get this weekend. So I am still working soybean ground. I have quite a bit more chisel plowing to do, and I need to burn some pasture also. So we are just kind of waiting on the ground to get warm and doing everything else that needs done on the farm in between. So trying to keep ahead of all the projects I have to do. I have some trees to go cut and some limbs to trim in one of my fields, and I'll probably end up doing that today and tomorrow if the soil's not warm enough. Now I've already been to my other corn fields this year, and they are just a tad under 45 degrees. They're 44. And so if this one could shape up and warm up a little bit, then I would get at least this one planted this week, and then do the rest of them next week, maybe the week after that. But I'm thinking that this one's not going to be good enough either. So let's go walk out there and see what the thermometer said. It's been 5 minutes. If I can find it. On the nose. Well, 50 on the nose, so I'm going about that deep all the way down to the bottom. I think that's like 6 inches or so deeper than they want you to go, but that's my thermometer that I have. So well, shoot, 50 degrees, you can't beat that. For time is it now? I think it's 8:30 in the morning. We may try and do this field today, these 3 little parts here that are kind of go along the road here. We may try to do these 3 just for the sake of getting some kind of corn planted at least. I'm going to be planting channel variety corn in this particular field. My neighbor is a channel dealer, and he talked me into doing some channel corn this year. And so I'm going to be planting my normal DeKalb variety that I like in my other fields, but this one I'm going to have channel in, and I'll have to go get you the tags to let you know exactly the variety I'm going to plant. This field right here is going to be 109-day corn. It's a channel variety, like I said. Don't know the exact number. It supposedly supposed to be pretty good corn. My other neighbor farmer planted nothing but this corn last year, just one variety, all his ground, and it did really good. For him, really good is 120. So he did 120 bushel an acre last year. This field here, like I say, was alfalfa last year, so it's untested as far as corn goes. There used to be corn ground back here a long time ago when my grandpa was farming back here yet, but that's been years ago. So this back half of the farm is 80 acres. There's 160 here on the home farm total, and this back part here is 80 acres, and it's been pasture. Well, it's been hay ground. It's been brome hay for probably 25 years now. Grandpa quit farming this land back here when he kind of started to slow down, and he kept his rental ground, but he reseeded this all to brome back here because there was a guy in the area that put up big squares, and he was paying Grandpa pretty decent rent for this back here, so that's why he did that. So then I've got 15 acres of, you probably can't tell the difference between the brome and the wheat, but there's 15-acre field, kind of goes all the way up to those trees way up there, and then it kind of comes over and goes over there, and it's looking pretty well. I fertilized it here a couple days ago. Well, I guess it was last week, about a week ago actually, and the burn is finally starting to go away. It kind of curled the tips like I was expecting it to, just a little bit, but that has since gone away, and it's starting to green back up again. It's still kind of yellow. I don't know if you can see or not. Yeah, you can. Where I drove with the sprayer, just at those little tracks right there, those are all through the field, and it looks like those are even starting to green back up again. So pretty happy. I put 90 pounds an acre down of 28%, which is about 40 gallons an acre, I would suppose, of liquid 28%. That's what the soil tests called for. That's what it was lacking, was 90 pounds of nitrogen. So we put that on, and hopefully that does some good. But the brome, I got done doing the brome about a month ago. I'd say I put dry fertilizer on it, and it looks really good. It's starting to come green up and look nice. So, but anyway, my neighbors in these houses back here starting to look at me funny, driving around and videotaping and talking in the truck like this. So if I do end up planting corn today, I will take video of it, and I'll also get video of the seed variety that I'm going to use. But this is where we're at for now. We are possibly going to plant corn this afternoon. If I do, I'll get video, and if I don't, it'll be next week. It's supposed to be in the 70s next week, so and we will talk. We'll holler at you guys then. So comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks.